Oh, what's up, babies? Guess who's back live from Washington, D.C., baby, up in the nice hotel. It's pretty decent. It's not the nicest hotel. What's up, baby? Smash the like button, push us up in the old algorithm, and we're going to get into the whole Ben Armstrong situation. We're mostly going to be talking about that today. So if you don't want to hear about that, well, I'm sorry. It's the weekend. There's nothing to talk about. And this is actually a pretty big deal, pretty big update to the whole Ben Armstrong situation. Because a lot of people think I'm not giving Ben Armstrong a fair shake. But if new information comes out and new details and stuff like that come out, then I have the right to change my opinion about some things, right? Because a lot of people think I'm not being fair to Ben Armstrong. A lot of people think I'm kicking a man while he's down and stuff like that, which I'm not, right? I'm just pointing out some obvious facts, of the situation. What's up, Steve? How you doing? Sacco Hunt, good morning. Mile High Crypto. Let me know in the comments if you guys can hear me and see me all right. What's up, Armand? How you doing? How you doing? What's up, Sacco Hunt, Father Fudney, Sunday Mass? What's up, Jayhawk? How you doing? Yes, live stream on a Sunday. It is Christmas. Christmas came a little early. I don't think I'm getting your comments again, dude. StreamYard's so wonky. Yeah, I don't think I'm seeing your comments. I'm gonna have to log out, and log back in if I can't see your comments. Okay, I can see you. Okay, Sacco Hunt, I can see you. Okay, guys, smash the like button. It's free to do. We'll wait a couple more minutes so we get some more people in here. And shut up, Jayhawk. Jayhawk says I'm ugly in 4K today. I'm not ugly. Is that funny to you? Is that funny to you, huh?
Yeah.
Girlfriend's laughing at me. Jayhawk roasting me. What's up, Maestro? How you doing, baby? Good morning. Good morning. How you doing? Crypto markets wouldn't really do much today, guys. I mean, we could talk about that, but the Ben Armstrong situation is interesting because we're talking about criminal activity, we're talking about death threats, we're talking about extortion, blackmail, allegedly. We're talking about people cheating. We're talking about banging your secretary. We're talking about all kinds of crazy stuff today. Yeah, I mean, it could be a big deal. Okay. So I watched BitBoy's hour-long video last night, which literally could have been 20 minutes if he just stopped talking so much during the video. Because the thing is, like, he played a bunch of phone recordings that TJ and that wasn't right. That wasn't Carlos guy were on, and TJ's dad were on, and he was pausing a lot. And these recordings are very interesting, right? They're very interesting. Yeah, pump the like button. Yeah, I know that Nick Diamond wrote most of that book, but okay. Here's the thing. So there's a guy, right, named Carlos, who sounds like a mouth breather, right? I don't know who that guy is, but he sounds dumb, right? And he's the same guy that Ben Armstrong, I think, trusts to help out with Ben Token, or big investor in Ben Token. Now, when I listen to TJ and his dad speak to Ben Armstrong on the phone, it's not as incriminating, I'd say, as the whole Carlos situation. Because here's the thing. Ben Armstrong, uh, was going. It seems like he was going to fire TJ, and it seems like TJ fired him first. So I don't know what went down there. That's new news to me. I didn't know Ben Armstrong was planning on letting go of TJ. That's what it seems like in that video. That it looks like maybe Ben Armstrong was going to fire TJ, and then TJ's like, I'm firing you first, right? And any way I can, because obviously TJ is the minority shareholder of the company, but Ben Armstrong's the majority shareholder. And just because you're a majority shareholder doesn't mean you can control everything. It's like you have part of the company, but it's like you don't have 100%. Other people still have rights too. Now, TJ and his dad were a little less, you could say, willing to say certain things on the phone. But it seemed like TJ's tone was, hey, man, this didn't have to happen kind of vibe. And it's too late to go back, right? Interesting. Interesting. So it seems like maybe TJ knew the writing was on the wall. He was going to get fired. Ben Armstrong was going to fire him, and then TJ fired Ben first. What also is interesting is there may be a lot of illegal activities going on with the book. He's talking about cooking the books, which means, and Ben Armstrong's implying that they're getting investigated by some pretty interesting agencies like FBI, SEC, all kinds of crazy three acronymed fucking people that you don't want investigating you, because they're a cryptocurrency company and they rake in millions of dollars a year. And a lot of cryptocurrency companies are being looked at. Okay, so that's interesting in itself. Sorry if you hear the shower in the background, but that's interesting in itself. You know what I mean? Very, very interesting. So, was there illegal activity going on? Because if there was, that's bad. And Ben Armstrong is saying he didn't know what was going on with them handling the finances. Pretty much, Ben Armstrong is taking no accountability in the situation and saying, what TJ's dad did with the books, if he cooked them, that's on him. So that's interesting. Now we have implications that maybe Ben Armstrong's, trusted TJ's dad to do the finances, and they were doing shady shit. I don't know, because they're also accusing Ben Armstrong of stealing money too. So that was the vibe I got from the phone call with TJ and his dad. It seems like TJ was going to get fired. Ben Armstrong was going to fire him for some reason, offered him like a bunch of money and stuff like that. And it looks like they fired Ben Armstrong instead. And there could be some shady stuff going on with their finances. That to me, not a whole lot, to be honest. The phone call with this Carlos guy, who just sounded like a dumbass mouth breather, like most of the people in crypto. I'm sorry, he does, dude. He's just like so like loud and obnoxious. And Ben is the same way, but like levels to it. The whole Carlos guy is interesting. So Ben is saying that this Carlos guy threatened him, right? Which it could be a veiled threat. The guy could have been, referring to, well, because here's the thing. It's like people, is it a death threat? It doesn't really sound like a death threat. It's arguable if it's a death threat, and look, I'm going to be fair, right? It's going to be fair. Wait, he's full of those people are investigating him, brother? Wait, he's full of hair? Those people are investigating him? Come on, Ronnie. What do you mean, Ray? I don't know what you mean, Ray. Anyways, it's arguable whether you think it's a death threat or not. I mean, maybe not. You can interpret it that way, right? But it does seem like the Carlos guy wanted Ben to say on the phone that I did not extort you for the Lambo. Now, you could think of that as Carlos saying, "Hey, man, clear my name. I never extorted you for from the Lambo." Or, "Hey, if you don't, you need to say this on." Because they both know they're recording each other. So these people know these conversations are getting recorded. It's not California where both parties have to consent. And these states, only one person has to consent, right? So they can just record each other. No one fucking, who cares? You know what I mean? So they know not to say anything too incriminating on these phone calls. But the Carlos guy just sounds like, like he genuinely was trying to get something out of Ben. I don't know what it was, but it seems like to me he was trying to get something out of Ben. Money, Lambo, I don't know. It seems very interesting. So I do believe Ben Armstrong on that part. Now, when it comes to the other allegations in the office, what do you believe? Right? Do you think that Ben Armstrong was really losing his temper, hurting people, humping people, groping people? Because here's one thing. Guys do weird shit in the office, right? Sometimes they go up and grab your butt, or smack your butt, or like reach for your balls or something like that. Like locker room stuff. Like not really mean it, you know what I mean? But and so Ben Armstrong, probably the kind of guy maybe going around humping people, which could be used against you, later on, obviously. You know what I mean? My bad. It could be used against you later on. You know what I mean? But maybe they did some of that stuff, and maybe they're only talking about that now because they want to blow it out of proportion and make it seem like Ben was this evil guy. So that could be it. So that's what I got from that video. I don't think there's anything damning, any smoking guns, anything like extremely like black and white. I think the Carlos guy is a little shady, in my opinion, and I think TJ and I think it was his dad or whoever that guy was. I think that I think that I mean, whatever happened, what I mean. I feel like they were pretty cordial on the phone. I don't think they said anything to Ben. It seemed like they said, "Hey, we're not going to really talk about this. There's a person handling this case. We don't want to discuss it with you over the phone. Whatever. We're gonna move forward. You're gonna move forward. Whatever." Now, what's interesting about the phone call is that Ben Armstrong, or that video, is that at the end of it, Ben Armstrong, because Ben Armstrong made that video about being extorted and being blackmailed. But then literally he tells TJ and his dad, "If you guys don't want the FBI involved, if you don't want it involved, then this is your one last chance or you're going to go to jail." Does that not sound like people extorting someone or like blackmailing someone? You better take, because he's telling TJ to take like a little severance package, not a severance package. You can keep your home, you can keep this stuff, leave my company alone, or I'm going forward with the FBI. So pretty much you're extorting him, saying, "Hey, if you don't drop these charges against me, if you don't stop your pursuit of my company or part of your company, right, and kicking me out, I'm gonna, refer you to the FBI." So now he's taking it to him. Now it's like, well, you just don't extort someone on fucking video when you just made a video talking about people extorting you. And if you watch that video, Ben Armstrong is so manic, and it's so hard to like listen to the guy. But I can see some of his points. I can't, especially with the Carlos guy. That guy seems very shady. I don't know who he knows. I don't know if he actually, was sending Ben death threats, because people who are really about it, do they really threaten you, or do they just do it? You know what I mean? Did Ben Armstrong really feel? Because Ben Armstrong is pretty much is saying that Ben Armstrong is saying he felt scared for his life, and stuff like that. He was scared for his family. But keep in mind, Ben Armstrong also sued a guy, which we know was a bullshit lawsuit, because the guys called him a scammer for calling him out on a token Ben pumped and it dumped. And Ben Armstrong said he had bouts of depression, and and he was, he can't focus, and they really use that language in lawsuits to make it fluffy, to help their case. So Ben Armstrong has also said other things like that in the past. Now, what's interesting is that on Twitter today, so yesterday or day before yesterday, I made a post saying Ben Armstrong is lying. He didn't have to borrow $20 for gas from his friends. He has clothes, he has assets he can sell. He's begging for money. And Ben Armstrong retweets my tweet and said, "This is dumb." He's like, "Sure, I could have sold my cars and my clothes, but I needed money to pay for the attorneys right away." So, Ben, what you're telling us is that instead of taking the initiative to sell your Rolex and your jewelry and your clothes and some of your, and some of your own personal items, the first thing you did was make a video telling everybody that you had to borrow $20 for gas, that your Amex card was maxed out, and you had this. You hit rock bottom. Hit Network has everything. So are you lying to us? He literally retweets my tweet, like literally, just like proving me right. It's like you're telling us that you had the shit, so you didn't hit rock bottom. You just didn't have cash. Look at Ben Armstrong is a From what he tells us, he's this extraordinary investor. He's this rich crypto guy. Listen to his investment advice, because he's the one who's going to make you rich. He's made more millionaires than anybody. That's what he told us. He said he could probably bet that he made more millionaires than everybody. But he doesn't have any money. And then he does have money, but he's not going to sell anything or do any work, not going to go out and do anything, not going to open a line of credit, not going to take a loan out, because he'd rather just get the money from the community and make it seem like he's broke. So he literally proves me right in a post, which is like the most dumb thing. This is some weird Jerry Springer shit, So I did watch his hour-long videos. Most of it was rambling, and to be honest, he could have just played the phone calls without any of his context, and we could have got the message. The Carlos guy seems pretty shady. I don't know if he was trying to actually kill Ben. I don't know, because you could take those threats as like, dude, people tell me they're going to kill me every single day. People tell me, "Oh, make sure you protect yourself when you're walking around Southern California." Saitama guys tell me that, all that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? Lock your doors. I get that shit all the time. It's like people do death threats online. You know what I mean? So, the Carlos guy, it seems like what he could be implying was that he's going to take, everyone's against Ben. That's what he pretty much saying. Everyone's against you. You're playing checkers. We're playing chess. You know what I mean? And then, there's nothing you can do pretty much. That's the vibe I got from the Carlos guy. Was he trying to get the Lambo from him? I thought the Lambo was owned by the company. Like, I don't know. And then Ben keeps trying to prove that TJ and this Carlos guy are coordinating against him when there's no real proof of that, except that Carlos kind of knows some of the intimate details that maybe they shared and stuff like that. So it's going to be interesting to see this brought in front of a judge, someone who's neutral, someone who's looking at all the evidence in this case, someone who's listening to the lawyers and stuff like that. It's going to be interesting to see what happens, because Ben Armstrong's going to take a lie detector to test. Ben Armstrong said he's meeting with an FBI agent today, and everybody's going to jail over there. They're all going to jail for this big scheme. You know what I mean? This big scheme to extort and blackmail him and stuff like that. He's talking to an FBI agent today. He's taking a polygraph test today. It is wild. It is wild. It is wild. I mean, it's kind of crazy to me. And then he made a video talking about Nick Diamondi's child. He's talking about Nick Diamondi's child and bringing people in this in the name of, "Oh, well, you brought my family into this." It's like, BitBoy, Ben Armstrong, you don't get to bang your coworker and then act like you're not it's like, Ben Armstrong, you're a high value status person. You are the star of one of the biggest, if not at least the most known crypto show, because all the shit he said to people and all the people he pissed off. Like, you're one of the biggest stars of one of the biggest cryptocurrency shows. You have to understand that when you're in that position, when you're portrayed to the world as this family man, this all-American values guy, this guy who's like, maybe he's an asshole, but he loves his wife, he loves his kids, and you're gonna fuck your secretary or the person who's responsible that you're supposed to have a business relationship with, who's supposed to secure deals for you. When you do something like that, it could get out. And it affects you because people look at you differently, because people think if you could cheat on your wife, when you put on this public persona as you love her and whatever family values, if you could do that, well, what could you do? How much could you fuck if you're willing to fuck your wife, not metaphorically, right? How much are you willing to fuck the community? You know what I mean? Like, what would you do to people closest to you in the community if you could turn your back on someone that close to you? You know what I mean? So that's the public perception. And that's not Nick's fault. That's not TJ's fault. That's not Carlos's fault that you did that. That's your fault. Are they trying to use it against you? Maybe. That's arguable. We don't know, but that's what Ben Armstrong's telling us. But you gave them the ammunition. You gave them the ammo for the gun, the fuel to the fire. You gave that to them. If you never had sex with Cassie and kept it in your pants, no one would care that she's getting paid $50K a month because she did bring in the steak deal. But you know what people see? Your employees around the office see you banging somebody who's making all this money a month, see you having fun with her and stuff like that. They're like, look at this girl. She's fucking our boss and she's making more money than us. That's the perception you put off. So if you put that out there, you can't get mad if people bring it up. It's like, are they supposed to stay silent? That's a huge part to this story. That's the big drama that everyone cares about because that's something that you admitted to. There's no, oh, he said, she said. It's like, no, you did that. So you're going to bring somebody else's family into this because they're like, oh, well, you brought my family. It's like, you did that. You, Ben Armstrong, Big Ben Daddy did that. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Carlos is Ben's friend. He's actually very smart, has introduced Ben to some big names in the music industry. Carlos was trying to get Ben and TJ back together. He never threatened to kill him. I don't think he threatened to kill him either. It's tough. How much did this guy lose from Ben? Oh, me? I didn't lose anything from Ben. You didn't think that TJ was playing dumb on the phone, Rodney? I agree. Carlos Guy sounds like a goofy, but I agree. Ben is still a multimillionaire. Should take money out the house before begging. Well, so what's interesting about that is like you could think that TJ's playing dumb on the phone, or TJ's not saying anything because he knows it's being recorded and he's not trying to get anything. He's not trying to put anything out there when the lawyers need to handle this because they know he knows Ben's recording him, so he's just like, I'm not going to say anything. Maybe you can say he's playing dumb. Or maybe he's just like, I'm not going to talk about this on the phone. Because that's not the vibe I got from TJ and Ben. The only vibe I got from that phone call is maybe TJ knew Ben was going to fire him, and he went ahead and got ahead of it and said, all right, well, you're getting fired first. This is a big orgy party to one simple thing, money. BitBoy is a scammer and has begging for money from his followers, and TJ, Justin, Carlos are all the shit, and Hit Network are even worse. I mean, I don't know, man. You know what I mean? It's like, he admitted he's like, no, I had things to sell, but I need money now to pay for my lawyers. Oh, so what you're telling us is that you didn't try anything? You didn't go get a loan? You just begged the community? And what makes it even worse is because, remember, he sued a guy. And the guy asked the community for money. And he made fun of him for doing it. And now like he's in his shoes and he's like, oh, well, it's okay when I do it. It's like the contradiction is, and no one that supports Ben will see that. They don't care about that. All they care is, what Ben Armstrong is telling me is it's true. It's okay to look at both sides because I see the right and wrong in both sides. Jayhawk. But boy has always been a con man and a grifter. I mean, he's good at getting people. I mean, he's doing it again. He's manipulating everybody to but that's what he is, And there's a lot of people that work that want something from him probably in the future. Why the heck would you sell your house because someone is trying to steal your company? I'm not saying to sell your house, but what I'm saying is Ben Armstrong can get a line of credit. He can get a loan. He could get a credit card or use his credit cards. He could sell his Rolex, his jewelry, his Gucci clothes, but he says, I don't want to do that. I'd rather just ask the community for money and just pretend like I have no money. He didn't have to make a video saying, I had to borrow $20 from my friend. My wife's Amex card's maxed out because I don't know, my assistant didn't pay for it. He said that. He didn't say, I have things I could sell, but I need quick money now. So can you donate to me? And once I get the donations, I'll give them back. If I don't need them, whatever I don't use for the lawyers, I'll give them back and I'll pay everybody back over time. He could have said that. He did not say that. He made a little sad video like, hey guys, you saw me in the last video. I'm distressed. The people are threatening my life right now. I had to borrow $20 to fill up my gas tank. My wife's Amex card's maxed out. You know, it's like, you don't have to do that. You know, you fucking weirdo. Metal Mania says, I am surprised that chick he was banging didn't give him funds. I'm pretty sure she donated to his wallet too. He couldn't fire TJ because he was part owner. He said on the phone he didn't want to separate from TJ anyways because he wanted mutual liability for his scams. Lol, TJ was like, no, bud, sorry. And you have to understand something, guys. Ben Armstrong has been in some shit. These last like scam tokens, bro, like that's not good publicity. Regardless of what you think about this situation, Ben Armstrong's fuckery has like transcended the cryptocurrency world where it's pissing off everybody else. That's he literally makes videos saying, I'm gonna like mocking Gary Gensler, talking shit, you know what I mean? Putting a big eye on them. He's just so full of himself, you know? And it's like someday, you know what I mean? Someday that's gonna come bite you in the ass. You know, you fucking poking the bear, acting like Gary Gensler's not watching your videos, dick. You know, it's like you're not invincible, dude. BitBoy has a nice car, nice house, nice watch. He's clearly not poor. Exactly. He can get a loan against his equity in his home. People do it every day. It's called home equity loan or something. Yeah, I know. He has terrible credit, and he admits that on Spaces. So, how do you have terrible credit making that much money? Even if look at I've had terrible credit. Like, dude, literally the first half of my 20s and my mid 20s, dude, I had fucking shit ass credit. But I worked on it. Me, a peasant, a regular lonely guy, was able to get his fucking credit to like 760. You know what I mean? Like I have good credit now, and I don't even make nowhere as much as BitBoy will on paper. I guess I technically. I mean, BitBoy has way more assets than me. You know what I mean? But it's like, how do you not have good credit? Even if you have bad credit, the amount he's been an influencer, the time he's been pulling in all this money, he can hire people to handle and fix his credit. You pay people to do that. I was able to do it myself. I didn't pay anybody to do it. I wrote letters to the people I owed money. I paid off some of I settled for things. I got my credit payment history back up. I disputed some credit, card, late payments, and I was able to get my credit in a good place. How come he can't do that? You know what I mean? That's crazy. You think if he could pull all the liquidity out of Ben token, they're doing a V2 for Ben token. You know what a V2 is? They remove all the liquidity from one token, they put it in another one. We'll see how much is going in that V2, but it seems pretty shady to me. And the reason why they're doing a V2 on a fucking Ben token is because the chart looks like ass. They don't need to do a V2. Shut up, Jayhawk. Listen to Alex Jones, BitBoy, Russell Brand, and many more government takedowns. Listen, Alex Jones, BitBoy, Russell. I don't think you cannot say Ben Armstrong's in the same category as Alex Jones and Russell Brand. He's just not. He's a crypto guy. What the fuck is he doing that's like groundbreaking? That Alex Jones is kind of nutty, but some of the shit he says comes true. Russell Brand is insane. Them trying to cancel Russell Brand without any evidence is nuts to me. It's nuts to me. That's a damn shame. And thank God Rumble and X have not caved. BB hasn't hit rock. No, he has not, bro. It's just like people's like the thing is like people like they see him like I'm so poor online. I'm so poor. I need help. Give me some money. And people are like, oh sure, let's just give this guy fucking money. It's crazy. It's nutty. What's up, crypto? Dirty Mind Pair? How you doing? He spent all his cash on Gucci and gambling. Yeah, fuck yeah. He looks like he's on something. I don't know what he's doing. I don't know what kind of drug. He's on something, bro. He also said, "Why would I pay it back?" Talking about bad credit. He said, "Why would I pay it back to his bad credit, bitch? Because it's your credit. Because you know why? When shit hits the fan, sometimes you need a fucking credit card. Or what do you mean? Why would I pay it back? Like, here's the thing. I've owed money to collections. Collections. If your money goes from an agency like a big time, say for example, you owe money to Chase Bank, and they sell your debt off. Those collection agencies buy your debt from them and they try to get it back in full. But you can negotiate with those fuckers. You're like, hey, man, I only have like 30% or 50%. Can you settle? They'll usually settle for you because most people won't pay it back at all. So if they can reach out to you and you pay back half the debt they paid pennies on the dollar for, does he not know that? He's older than me. How do I know that? And he doesn't know that. What do you mean, why would I pay it back? You dummy, because it's your credit. I get it, bro. I know I've owed money. You know what I mean? I get it. I got loans and shit. I get it. I understand. Oh, why would I pay it back? You know, it's like because you have to. But why? I don't know, bitch. You know. I thought Carl the Moon was out there, but then there's BitBoy. He actually had him on his stream the other day. Remember when BitBoy said he was never selling his Ben token and then he sold it a couple days later? Apparently, that Carlos guy is saying that he sold his whole bag, like he dumped on the community. But I'm not surprised. Look at, don't trust developers. You guys are ridiculous. If you ever trust developers, I cannot help you. They're all the same, but different, and that's okay. It's okay. Shitcoins and small cap meme tokens, guys. You don't need to treat them like a fucking like a good investment. Just treat them as gambling because most crypto's gambling anyways, and that's okay. Jayhawk, say something productive, you little shit. BitBoy is a soap opera. Ben is just fighting for his life. He's being extorted. His family threatened. He was removed from his own company. Ben is a fighter. Can't knock him for that. What do you mean fighting for his life? What do you mean fighting for his life? It's his fault that he's getting publicly dragged for banging some chick he worked with. He's being extorted and his family threatened. He's telling you that. Where was the threats? What proof? He filed a police report? Okay. You can file a police report. We don't know that to be true. There's no hard evidence that his life was threatened. He was removed from his own company for what reasons? He's begging to the community after admitting that he has shit to sell. What do you mean fighting for his life? He's making you see that way because he's good at like literally good at like, just like he tells you XRP is gonna hit $89 in the next bull run or some dumb shit. Like, you guys believe the same shit. He's a master manipulator, dude. I don't believe that this is all innocent from Hit Network side. I don't believe that. I think that there's some greed involved and maybe they want to take the company over. And it seems like, TJ was on TJ might have gotten the axe, maybe got fired, and then he beat Ben Armstrong to it. That's what it seemed like from that phone call. Carlos seems like he may have wanted to get some money from Ben Armstrong. But Ben Armstrong is really grossly over exaggerating these claims. It's ridiculous. It's over exaggerating. You're bringing my family into this. You're dragging my family. You're ruining my family name. Hey, when you decided to bang your coworker, that ruined your family name. Keep it in your pants, bro. Don't bang your employees. And then if you don't bang your employees, it doesn't seem like, hey, this girl that Ben brought on that's getting $50K a month because she secured the stake deal. Remember, she's the one who did that. But your employees see you piping your chick, even though you're supposed to be a family man, and she's getting paid way more than all of them. They're gonna look a little jealous. Imagine your job, right? Your boss has a wife, right? He has a wife and kids. He's his family man, whatever. And this new girl gets hired that is relatively new, and she works on a side project with him. Like, she works on maybe another company or something like that with him. And he brings her into this company, and she's doing well, but she's getting paid more than everybody, and he's also piping her. The perception is not good. It's not. It's like, why is she getting paid more? Oh, because she's sucking the boss's dick. Like, that's the perception. The story of when it came in his money, his credit was horrible, and instead of paying off the story is when he came into his money in 2008, 2019, his credit was horrible, and instead of paying off, he started to putting stuff in everybody's name to avoid. That's kind of dumb. Collections? Oh, okay. Yeah, you gotta pay your collections, dude. It's like, when am I coming back to Spain? Good question. Best thing Armstrong can do is stop being drawn into street level tactics with that crew. It's like the only one using the street level tactics you could say is the Carlos guy, and that's arguable. Carlos just sounds kind of dumb, like not articulate, and just kind of like Carlos sounds like the average shitcoin developer. That's like he just sounds dumb. I'm sorry, Carlos. If you're listening to this, I'm sorry, man. You sound dumb, man. It's just like, you're not articulate. It's hard to understand you. You know what I mean? It's just weird. You know what I mean? And I do believe that Twitter page was made, or the X account was made by Carlos to put Ben's business of his affair out there. You know what I mean? I do think that was made by him. Just LARPing on BitBoy engagement, 100%, 100%. This chat is a sausage fest, 100%. There are no women in this chat except for Bree. BitBoy is better off on his own. He don't need 40 people running his crypto channel. Here's the thing. Ben better stick to the drama. Dude, that's why people are watching right now. You better stick to the drama. I do think, guys, going into the bull run, the days of this is gonna be a 20,000x may be over. We'll see. I don't know, but it's not a good it's not a good angle anymore, and that's what BitBoy's known for. His house was doxxed. Well, yeah. I mean, if you're a public figure, people are gonna know where the fuck you live. Crypto Savvy knows his stuff, but that's an unproductive question. He couldn't have fired TJ if he wanted to. He would have had to dissolve the whole company, and everyone there would lose their job. I think he wanted TJ out. He was trying to like buy TJ out and get him out of the company, and TJ's like, nah. Honestly, the video with TJ and TJ's father, whoever that guy was, didn't seem incriminating at all. He's like he's like BitBoy's judgment's so weird because he's like, this is incriminating. They're all going you're all going to jail. Everybody over there. I don't negotiate with terrorists. I'm getting a lie detector test today. It's like, lie detector tests don't prove shit. If you bring a lie detector test to a courtroom, they will laugh at you because they don't use them in courtrooms anymore. You know who uses lie detector tests? Random to get hired as a cop. One, their stress test. Two, just to get people to tell themselves. So we're gonna take a lie detector test, and they can. It's like the lie detector test is like open to the interpretation of the person running the lie detector test. Oh, his heart beat a little faster there. You know what I mean? It's like they're not admissible in court. No, it's a lie detector test is like, what is that gonna like the judgment there? If Ben Armstrong thinks the lie detector test is the end all be all, it's like where is the executive thinking in his brain? How the fuck does this guy run a company like this? I don't get it. No people skills, you know, no sensory acuity, just kind of dumb sometimes, you know. He needs people around him. He needs smart people around him. Like, I think that it was good for him to build his company that way. Just turns out the employees didn't like him, you know. Did you buy this channel off Austin? The fuck? What do you mean this channel? Bitch, this is my channel. The fuck? It's my channel, motherfucker. This is what happens when a fat, unattractive, popular, broke loser all of a sudden gets super rich and popular, turns into simping over entitled dipshit. All parties involved are scummy. Damn, one more time for the fucking people in the back. This is what happens when a fat, unattractive, unpopular, broke loser all of a sudden gets super rich and popular, turns into a simping over entitled dipshit. Dude, dipshit is the best, dipshit's the best insult ever. Do you think TJ thought he could keep the steak deal even without Ben? $1 million a month cures many sins. I think so, but Ben Armstrong is saying that steak wants nothing to do with anything. They just want Ben Armstrong. Ben Armstrong apparently is going to get the steak deal with or without him. I don't know. I don't know who Ben Armstrong knows. You know, steak's kind of degenerate gambling. Steak is not one of those companies who like cares about bad publicity. They're like, just give us the money, baby. You know, they want to go where the money is. If more people are watching Ben Armstrong, they'll give Ben Armstrong the steak deal. Yeah, but the FBI real? Yeah, I mean, we'll see. We'll see if the FBI. Ben is telling us that. I want a meeting with the FBI agent today. You know, like, okay, we'll see. Hey, we'll see in court. You know what I mean? We will see. You know what I mean? We will see. You know what I mean? Yeah, we'll see. We'll see if we don't know. Ben is telling us that. And Ben has also told us a lot of things that didn't check out. Like, he was broke. Right? You didn't tell us that. No. It's not that I was broke. I just didn't want to use my money. I didn't want to sell my things. No, not my things. Your things. I wanted your money. You know. I'm sure a lot of people like. Not everybody who donated to Ben Armstrong was like had like a bunch of money to spare. I'm sure some people are like, you know, let me donate to this guy. He's probably doing worse than me. Meanwhile, this motherfucker owns a watch more than your entire net worth. Meanwhile, this guy has a wardrobe that'll fucking 10 times your net worth. And he's like, oh, I need money. My wife's Amex cards are maxed out. And people are like, oh, duh, okay, here's some money, Ben Armstrong. He admitted to it. Go look at my X account. Look at that. This motherfucker retweets me and says, this is the dumb stuff I have to put up with. It's not. Yeah, of course I have cars and a house and jewelry. Of course I do. I just needed money to pay the lawyers now. So let me fucking grift from the community, you know? It's like wild. Wild. You young people have no idea? Well, at least us young people can take care of our fucking credit. Obviously, BitBoy has no idea. What are we talking about? Motherfucker has how does he have bad credit? BitBoy said he has more proofs. If he has Carlos death threats, that's just going to escalate movie income. Hey, we'll see. We'll see. Because veiled threats, veiled threats are like, hey, man, look at people die every day, you know? I'm not saying sometimes we just walk outside and people get hurt. I'm not saying anything's going to happen to you, you know? Like, there's veiled threats like that. Did Carlos say, I'm going to kill you? It's like, I'm telling you, in order to make those accusations, like someone threatened to kill you, it has to be clear. Okay, it can't be like open to interpretation. Death threats are nothing to play with. Yeah, no shit. They're not nothing to play with. If Ben Armstrong was like, and you know what, Carlos? Kill me then. He's like, you know what? I ain't scared no more. Kill me. It's like, I think it's just more serious in Ben's head than it is anybody else. FBI is taking their Sunday to meet with Ben, I imagine. Do I think SBF is getting them cheeks clapped in jail? Nah, I think he's probably in protective custody. Can't lie. When he said he had $20 in the tank, I died inside. It literally said, I have $20. I have to borrow $20. He had to borrow $20. Ben, go sell one of your fucking Gucci shirts, you know? Make an offer up account. I'm sorry you have to stoop down to the level of us peasants. Anybody in this chat ever been hard on money and you had to look around your house and say, you know what? I need to sell something. Or did you go stand on the fucking corner with a sign saying, I need money. I don't have any money. I'm broke. What did you do? You normal people in the chat, you normal peons, you peasants, you know, you ever been hard on money and you looked around and you saw like an old piece of electronics or maybe an old pair of shoes you didn't use anymore and you said, you know what, let me sell this so I can pay for something? Or did you go fucking beg? Or did you write a post online or make a Cash App account, say people donate to me? What did you do? You know, because you don't have the platform like Ben Armstrong, you know, because he has a bunch of people following him and that feel sorry for him. They feel sorry for him because they think that this company is evil and they're trying to steal from him. Sorry about the sound. Girlie's doing her hair. You know, what did you do? You know what I mean? It's like, it's wild. And he's going to admit to that and say, oh, no, I had stuff. It's like, dude, sell something, you fucking peon. You know? Nuts. Finally, Ben will win. Without Ben, hit network, no value. Well, that's what I said. I said in the beginning, like, literally, it's hard to get. It's like I mention this all the time. What happens when the main character of a movie dies? The movie's over. How are you going to get rid of your main star? If you're going to get rid of Ben Armstrong, you must have really thought this through. Because there's no way you get rid of the star of your show and act like people are just going to like you. And then they're not. People are going to be mad because they like that show because of Ben Armstrong. My argument was either they're dumb as fuck and they don't know what they're doing, or two, they've thought this through and they said it's better to die without him than to die with him. Because the truth is, yes, there's a lot of eyes on Ben Armstrong right now, and he's getting a lot of attention because people are supporting him and watching him for the drama. For the drama. Because before any of this, their views were going down. And the only people in the space whose views weren't really going down was like Coin Bureau and like even the Crypto Banter sometime. But their competitors were going up while Ben Armstrong's channel was just kind of After Ben Armstrong went on that crazy FTX crusade where he followed Sam Bankman-Fried around everywhere, was just super cringe. Like, you know, the reason why a lot of people watch Ben Armstrong is because they like pumpy, like the next 100x. But if you look at like Coin Bureau, or especially Coin Bureau, they don't really put titles like that. They don't. It's just like crypto news, and those are their competitors. What I'm saying is, it didn't seem like they were doing so hot before this drama, and that's why a lot of people think this drama is all doctored. But I don't think so. If BitBoy had these recordings all along, why is his stance? Well, Ben Armstrong's trying to tell us that he felt like he was going to die, and that he doesn't care anymore. So he's gonna come clean with his recordings. Yeah, he should have sold some things first. What's up, Selma? How you doing, baby? Fucking fact, I've been there more times than I would like to admit. Yeah, everybody has, bro. Everybody's like, I need some money. Like, okay, I need some money. So let me just go, you know, turn my car on and do some Postmates. Or let me go fucking, I don't know, get a job, you know? I heard it was a gamer that crumbled BitBoy's crypto empire. It was ordinary gamers. So here's the thing. Give me a second. Ben Armstrong pissed a lot of people off because he tried to sue another YouTuber. And I don't bring this up all the time, but it's true. He pissed a lot of people off because he sued a YouTuber who had a lot of subscribers, but this YouTuber like doesn't have a lot of money because this YouTuber made a video calling BitBoy a scammer. And it, you know, he just talked about the obvious scams that BitBoy promoted. Look, in this cryptocurrency space, none of us are saints. I've promoted cryptocurrency products that were bad. A lot of us have, right? But BitBoy has promoted some that were obvious exit scams. Like literally, he makes a video saying that they're going to be the best projects. They get out, they rug pull, so they wreck people, and then BitBoy deletes all the evidence. So BitBoy has done that a lot of times. So this guy made a mean video about BitBoy on the internet. That's what he did. So BitBoy sued this guy, another YouTuber. He sued this YouTuber for defamation, and he said in the lawsuit, he's pretty much saying that he had bouts of depression. That's what Ben Armstrong was saying. Ben Armstrong saying he was getting depressed from these videos on YouTube. Do you think Ben Armstrong's the person to get depressed because some asshole on the internet's talking shit? No. You know what Ben wanted to do? He wanted to stick it to a motherfucker who was talking shit. So he said, you know what? I'm not going to make a video back. I'm going to sue you because I have more money than you and I'm BitBoy. But what happened? That guy got a bunch of donations from the community. He could defend himself. And the CTO of XRP, a token that, or a coin that BitBoy loves so much, right? A product that BitBoy loves so much, called him out for it. And so he ran like a little coward, like a puss boy, with his tail between his legs, and said, oh, we're not going to do the lawsuit anymore because I didn't think it'd be public. It's like, and he pissed off so many YouTubers. So then what happens? All the big YouTubers make videos about BitBoy. And then how does that make us look? Everybody in the crypto space, it makes us all look like scumbags because he's the most known person. No one talks about Coinbureau. No one talks about Altcoin Daily. No one talks about any of those guys, even though Coinbureau has millions of subscribers more, about 1 million subscribers more than Ben Armstrong. No one talks about Coinbureau because guy from Coinbureau doesn't say shit. He's not like an asshole. He doesn't sue people for being mean. People have made mean videos on Cryptos R Us, Coinbureau, everybody. They don't sue other people. So when BitBoy did that, he pissed everybody off. And more big YouTubers are going to make videos about BitBoy's situation, which is going to make everybody in crypto look bad. So he makes us look, he's a bad representation for us. He's a scumbag, and he makes us all look bad because he does dumb shit like that. Why do you got to sue somebody, bro? You know what I mean? Like, why? Why sue a guy? This guy was gonna have to sell his house. You know what I mean? This guy was gonna have to sell his house. He had a baby coming into the world, and Ben Armstrong sues him for 75 grand. It's like, dude, how much of a low blow is that? And then like when Ben gets fucking fucked, it's like, oh no, I'm getting fucked. It's like, well, maybe because you try to fuck over so many people. Even in the crypto space, there's drama. We love it, yeah. What's up, Black Voices? It's a good live, yeah. Ben's live stream was hilarious. Thought he was gonna have a stroke at one point. He was fucking. He kept pausing it, and then play it, and then pause it. It's like, god damn. Are you friends with Austin on MMA? You're Rodney. He's friends. Yeah, Austin's my good friend. Yeah. I'm not involved with MetaMonkey at all. I have some investment in the project. It's down. I mean, that's his project. I mean, you know, that's not mine. He's my friend, but he does what he wants. You know, try being a bald woman in the crypto space has not been the. Yeah, people are assholes. Lupus Warrior. You know, that people are assholes in this space. Like, you could literally be Jesus Christ. You'd be walking on water, fucking curing babies. You know, I mean, like saving babies and curing like diseases, and people are like, ah, fuck that guy. You know, people are assholes on the internet. Like literally. So I get it, Lupus. I get it. Like literally, you could be Jesus Christ on X. Literally never committed a sin in your life, and people are like, damn, he's fucking ugly or some shit. You know, because people are weird like that, bro. Bro, he has 33% of the company. You slow. He could stay home and chill and get paid. What do you mean? TJ? What are you talking about? It's called karma? Yeah. How can someone... You can't talk shit about Guy, man. He's so wholesome. Good day, everyone. And today, Bitcoin is pumping. Let's get into the cryptocurrency news. Good day, everyone. This is Guy from Coinbureau. What I won't be doing is offering financial advice today. You know? What is your number one coin for the next bull runner? Like these motherfuckers. Ben coin. Nah, don't buy that shit. Dude, his costumes are so good. Lupus Warrior is so good. He'll do it for Halloween, probably. I've seen channels that make crypto videos and the RPM every day is 1,000 views, is around 15 to 20, sometimes higher depending on this month. Compared to other creators upload gaming. Dude, crypto is in the field of finance. We get paid more per YouTube video for sure. I have another YouTube channel, like I have like 200K views in a month, which is not a ton, but it's pretty decent, and like it's nowhere near how much I get paid on this channel. Even though I don't get paid shit right now, it's a bear market. It's pretty bad, to be honest, but I'm not over leveraged on everything like BitBoy. Goddamn, dude, I got some money. And if so, I could just take some credit out or take some loans out. Like, dude, hard times happen. You know, I'm gonna drop my ETH address. Can you guys give me money so I don't have to go out and fucking work? Never listened to BitBoy, but he was the #1 crypto influencer. So I think that Ben Armstrong was the #1 like known crypto influencer. Like everyone knows BitBoy Crypto. They know him. Not, but he's polarizing. Either you hate him or you love him. Which in our society, people like polarizing figures because it makes them feel something, either hatred or bliss. I don't know. Yeah, that's a blow dryer. Yeah, that's my chick's. She's blow drying her hair. Sorry, but she looks hot when she does it. So you know, what's my #1 next coin for the bull run? Dude, just buy Bitcoin, bro. Bitcoin has such a think about Bitcoin is like people say crypto's dead, and it's like Bitcoin will never be dead because it's finite. You can't make more of it. It can be centralized if you buy a lot of it, I suppose. I guess big entities, big money managers like BlackRock, Fidelity are getting into crypto in the form of Bitcoin. It has no like CEO or main developer, like person who running a company, because that's the issue with these cryptocurrencies is that most of these meme coins and everything, it's like a centralization issue. It's one greedy motherfucker doing some shady shit that wrecks the entire project, i.e. Terra Luna, Voyager, Celsius, fucking FTX, all that shit. It's like one asshole doing some shady shit, fucking up the project. So when it's decentralized and there's no one involved, then you don't have to worry about that stuff. So sorry to ask. I completely forgot about Russell and the Scammy project, but what's the latest on him? I was like, Tom, dude, I don't know. She gonna do nothing wrong with my hair, bitch. Damn. How's my hair look, babe? Should I check? Looks good. She said you're a bitch, Jayhawk. Just kidding. She didn't say that. BitBoy was Ben Rich, apparently. I guess. I saw Ben's live last night, and it does seem as though TJ did steal the company from Ben because Ben tried to fire TJ. It does seem that way, but we don't know that, right? I think Ben was trying to ask TJ to leave because TJ does own a lot of the company. So TJ also owns 33%. So I think it's like the same deal now. It's like Ben tried to fire TJ, and then TJ's like, yeah, now I'm gonna fire you first. So it's like, uh-oh. So it's like, well, because Ben says, it's my company. I did everything. Guys, have you seen Ben's live streams? This motherfucker doesn't even know how to work a computer. He is so illiterate with everything. So to say that he's the only reason why that channel was successful is fucking nuts. The production value, all the employees that put in. Ben can't even handle shit on his laptop right now. He can't even open another tab and screen share and shit. It's like, dude, what do you think the other employees were doing? He didn't build that company by himself. Like he had people help him. With those people's work or not, TJ's contributions were nothing. It's like obviously the production values. BitBoy comes in and he talks. Blah, 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 blah. He's the mouthpiece, right? But what about all the cool the way the office looks, the sound, right? The video, right? Jesus fucking that blow dryer is so loud. What about all that stuff? That means nothing. Like they helped build his brand too. So it's not like, you know what I mean? How hair look, babe? Get him, bud. Have you ever seen him face to face? I have seen him so I saw him at the Central Miami. I think he's a scumbag. I think he's a fucking scumbag. And I saw him at the Central Miami, and I was with Jake Gagan, and I was like, I'm not gonna go say hi to him. And literally, like, Jake went to go say hi to him, because that was after he sued Atozy. And I was like, dude, fuck you. You're gonna fucking try to bully a little guy, and then everybody calls you out for it, and you run like a little coward. And then at the event, like, he just loses his shit on some lady. I did see him, yeah. He looks like a fucking little. Looks like a little. He's a small guy. Even if Ben did get totally screwed, there has been less sympathetic victim. Even if Ben did get totally screwed, like a lot of people don't care about BitBoy, right? Because of all the shit he's done. What's up, JRE? How you doing, baby? To be fair, I think Ben knows that, and that's why he hired a team. Yeah, but it's like he's like, I built it. It's like, yeah, but like people helped you. It's not like people watch it because it's a good looking show too. If Ben stayed on his laptop this entire time and just did his face, like every great content creator like gets better or tries to get better, you know, video quality, sound, studio. Obviously I'm fucking streaming from my phone in a hotel, but I'm away right now. But like you gotta try to get better. It's like he's not the only reason why that channel's successful. That's why there's still people that watch Hit Network, even though Ben Armstrong's gone, because they still like the other people, you know? I mean, more people are watching Ben Armstrong channel now, but let me tell you something. If Ben stops talking about this drama, and because people like the drama, guys. Dude, I had the best week I had about a week and a half ago when I was making these videos. People love the drama. Those videos were getting so many views, and they're still getting views, like thousands of views. And it's like, because people love the drama. So if Ben stops talking about the drama and goes back to cryptocurrency news, let's see how long those people stick by. That's what I'm saying. We'll see. You know, 6 months to a year from now, if these companies both go their separate ways, we'll see. You know, Ben might not have had this kind of hate if he was more humble guy in the journey. Calling people poor and low IQ is arrested. Yeah, dude. How many people has Ben called poor and low IQ? This motherfucker literally goes online and says, "I need money. I need money." Surround yourself with people smarter than you. Pro tip. Yeah, dude, 100%. Oh, you saw him call that girl a pedo? Yeah, he called some girl a pedophile and a murderer because she was like, or a rapist, or you know what I mean, rapist, and a murderer, because she was making baseless claims, even though she was making claims with evidence. She literally pulled up a phone that showed all the scams he promoted. Which, look, we all promote scams. I'm saying, but to sit there and be like, she's a murderer and a rapist, is like not the way to handle that. Like, where's the executive function in your brain, bitch boy? You know, like, where's the executive function that says, hey, not a good idea to say that, Ben Armstrong. How about we not say that? Instead, he says, you know what? I'm saying it. You know what I mean? It makes us look even worse. Because this girl who called him out, look, it was a crypto convention. It was like a Q&A session. She took her time to call Ben Armstrong out. She was like going at him. She's like, let's talk about the scams you promoted. And instead of handling that like, hey, you know what? I promoted some things in the past. I'm sorry. You know what I mean? I can't control what these devs do. You know, I thought these products were going to do well. That's my bad. And I said I wouldn't promote any more projects. Boom. Done. Look at me. Look at me. PR guy, Rodney, hire me. Hire me, Ben. You know, come run your ideas through me and I'll tell you the response. Boom. Done. Instead, he says, what's your evidence? She pulls up a phone and shows him evidence of Zach XBT showing all his pump and dump schemes. She shows him clear evidence. And he goes, oh, that's baseless. You're a murderer and a rapist. I was like, what? What the fuck? Nuts. Yeah, he's crazy. And people are like defending him. Well, she shouldn't have spoke out of hand. It's a fucking crypto convention. It's a Q&A. He's a public figure. People get mad. People get pissy. You know? Ben needs some ganjans for the Caribbean to bring him back to normal. Jesus. You need to get over here? You need to get over here? Okay. My girlfriend looks like a whole goddamn snack right now. A whole gingerbread cookie because she's a redhead. Get it? Ben is like a foreman without employees. He can't do shit. Yeah, no, he can't. That motherfucker's struggling to fucking get a stream. Literally, I'm telling you, the reason why he's getting so much engagement is because people want the drama. And when he starts talking about that drama, people tune in, baby. But I don't know if that's good for him to be airing it all out on the internet. Because I think what he's trying to do now is he's trying to get the people at Hit Network to think that, you know, TJ and other people are like snakes, which, hey, your perception, bro. You could do what you want. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? It's like, I mean, there's two because crypto Kiske says he should not work with snakes. It's like, well, there's 2 points to the my when this first broke, my thought was, oh, well, I could see that happening. And the reason why is because BitBoy's bad publicity, bro. He's like so bad for your brand because he's such a dick to people and he's so mean. Tries to sue people, tries to take away their livelihood. He calls people dumb. He screams and curses and calls people an arpist, a lady a rapist and a murderer because she gave him clear-cut evidence of him scamming people, like all kinds of things. Like you know what I mean? Like he just does dumb things. And I get why some people would see him and say, it's a PR nightmare. And then to top it off, you know, he promotes 2 meme coins that rug. That he helped the guy fill a pre-sale for $20 million. And those meme coins look like rugs today. And Ben Token looks like a fucking rug. And it's like, that's bad publicity. That's bad publicity to Hit Network, who wants to become a serious cryptocurrency company. They want to compete with Altcoin Daily and Coin Bureau. You can't do that shit. Altcoin Daily, Coin Bureau, other big crypto banter, they don't do that stuff. They don't promote meme coins or shit coins. They just don't. They don't have to. And I didn't think Ben Armstrong had to. because I thought that maybe they were pulling in more money. They didn't have to stoop so low to do that. Some of us need to do that. You know what I mean? Because it's expensive. But to me, it's like, he's bad publicity. So when they fired him, I thought, oh, well, maybe they fired him because they feel like he's bad publicity. But some people are saying, oh, they're a bunch of snakes over there. Maybe they're that too. Maybe TJ just wants the whole company for himself. Maybe he just, I don't know. Maybe he found out he was getting fired first and wants to fire BitBoy. Maybe they said, hey, Ben Armstrong's been fucking this girl Cassie for a long time. Maybe we can use that. Maybe. All right, Bree. Have a nice day, Bree. Thanks a lot for hanging out with Bree. Did Shibazam rug his Prem holders? I think so. He seems to be having an ongoing breakdown. I also noticed he said in that rant, yes, I had an affair, and it's something my wife and I are trying to work out, meaning she's done with his ass. He was in a hotel room. I don't think she's done with him. When both Y is successful, he gains weight and shows off Lamborghini in front of the baseball tickets. That's not what I'm in for crypto for. Well, apparently he has no money now. Oh, he does. Sorry, he does. He just doesn't want to use his money. He wants to use yours first. It's definitely a learning experience for him. Dude, this guy, he's the same person. He's consistent. He's the same fucking asshole. He's always been. It's not going to change. I can't see that changing. You know what I mean? Jayhawk finally, Bree's gone. Let's party. I got to leave soon, though, guys, because I got to go. Or I'm going to like an illusion museum. Or some shit like that. It's going to be litty. My girlfriend gave me a stank eye. I want to go to the museum. I would like to go to the museum. She wants me to stop hanging out with my friends online. She's trying to take me away from you guys. She's trying to petition. Crypto is supposed to change people's lives for the better, not gaining weight and driving Lambos and cheating on wives. Well, I mean, it depends on what your perception of what better life is. Bethany is his wife scamming money with him. She's just as guilty. She's gonna check, bro. She's gonna check. It's true, Rodney. He's a vile man. Ray reminded me of that attack on this lady. That steals the deal in my books. Yeah, dude, he's such a dick, dude. That lady was like, she just called him out. Okay, maybe she was speaking out of place and calling him out for a scam. But like, I would have literally said, hey, you know what? That's true. I did promote cryptocurrency products that didn't work out. Because that's the context. I'm sorry. You know what I mean? I'm sorry. That happens. You know what I mean? I promoted these products. I thought they're going to do well. They rugged. And she had evidence. He's like, she's making baseless claims with no evidence. She literally had the evidence with her. Zach XBT posted it. She's like, I got these posts by Zach XBT. And BitBoy's like, that's not evidence. You're a rapist. It's like, what the fuck? Nuts. What's up, Bleeves, my boy? My Bleeves over there taking a break from gargling Ben's nuts to come hang out with us peasants. What's up, Bleeves? How you doing? Dude, me and Bleeves are friends, regardless of what you guys think. That's my homie. We don't see eye to eye with a lot of things. And I don't see eye to eye with him putting glitter all over his body. Love you, Bleeves. How's it going, man? Don't be a hoe. Take pics, motherfucker. Of what? I've been taking pictures, bitch. You see me on Instagram. Sad thing is, I don't put a lot of my personal life on Twitter because y'all fucking crazy. Yeah, y'all fucking crazy. Dude, I'm not putting a lot of my personal life on X. Yeah, I'm not gonna know who my girlfriend is unless you follow me on Instagram. You'll know. But it's private. But X, dude, we have some crazy motherfuckers, bro. They will like dig into people's personal lives if they don't like you, and a lot of people don't like me. Sad thing is, his mistake of sleeping around on his wife has caused his whole family to basically bail on him. Now he has no one. Yeah, because the thing is, like, a lot of his family's turning on him, and people. Can you assume that like Bleeves don't tell him about the nudes I sent you yesterday, bro? That's between us, Bleeves. No one needs to know that, okay? The thing is, like, you got to take some personal accountability. It's like, dude, no one told you to take your little pecker out and plow your fucking secretary because she has big titties. She has big titties, great. But no one told you to do that. You did that. That's your fault. No, they don't have the ammo to use against you if you don't do that. And some people say it's none of your business. But if, like I said, if you're working at a company and some chick gets hired to do some stuff and she's banging the boss, blowing the boss, and she's getting paid more than everybody, that's going to rub some people the wrong way. Even if it's justified, even if she's getting paid that much because of the steak deal, because she secured the steak deal, she should get money, right? But if she's banging the boss, everyone looks at it and says, why is this bitch getting paid more than us? We've been here longer. Oh, she's banging him, that's why. Oh, you know little office gossip, you know what I mean? Bleeves is sucking Ben's nuts hard. Are we talking about Ali and TJ? Okay, so what does Ali and TJ have to do with? It's not a business relationship. What does it have to do with Allie and TJ? Allie cheated on her husband with TJ. Okay, is TJ the head of the fucking company? Who the fuck is Allie? Does she work for Hit Network? No, she doesn't. What is she? Or maybe what does she have to do with any of that? That's nothing to do with anything. It's like saying, oh, but it's like, yeah, no shit. I'm not saying it's wrong or right. What I'm saying is, if you're gonna be Ben Arm, look, who cares if it's wrong or right? That's not my choice or my interpretation. It's like, if you think that cheating on your wife is fine, you live your life that way. Fine. It's your. But if you're a high status person in a position of power, and you're sleeping with someone, and that comes out, and that could damage your entire reputation because you portray a certain way about a certain lifestyle about yourself, and that comes out, well, you're fucked. It's like Bill Clinton getting a blowjob from Monica Lewinsky. It's like, a lot of people cheat on their wives and get blowjobs from people, but you're the fucking president. If that shit were to ever come out, you're going to be screwed. And then you can't go and get mad at everybody else for making that a public thing. You know what I mean? It's not selective outrage. No, it's not. It's different. It's apples and oranges. It's not different. Allie was TJ's assistant. He abused his position. We've covered this already. We've covered this in detail. Maybe he abused his position. Maybe Ben abused his position. Maybe she felt obligated to bang Ben because maybe, he's his boss. Maybe, yeah, he's the guy who gets promoted. He's the guy who's the money guy. He's the guy how you can get promoted. Maybe, what I'm saying is, it's like, when you're a CEO or a big figure and you do stuff like that and that gets out, you can't blame anybody else for that. That's not their fault. Just because they're talking about it. It's like, well, if you didn't do that, fine. It's like same thing with TJ. It's like, shit, man. Hey, you shouldn't have did that. People know about it. But it's TJ being like, you're fucking dragging my family into this. You guys are making my family, you're humiliating my family. It's like, no. You humiliated your family because you did that, But I got to get out of here, guys. I got a boogie. But I do appreciate you guys joining. Bleaves and I are going to have a live argument sometime about this live on stream. I don't know, Bleaves to set it up. But guys, have a fantastic day. Smash the like button, subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Hopefully I can add some value. And let me know in the comments, what is your opinion? Yeah. Okay. Bye-bye. Bye-bye now. Bye-bye.